Cassie Carli, missing, endangered since Sunday, March 27th, 2022. Cassie Carli is a 37-year-old female. She's about 5 foot 8 inches and approximately 145 pounds. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. And Cassie was last seen in the area of Juana's Boat Ramp Grill in Navarro Beach, Florida, on Sunday, March 27, 2022. She's thought to have been wearing black leggings and black tennis shoes. Cassie often wore a baseball cap, however, it's unknown if she was wearing one at the time of her disappearance. Now meet Marcus Spanevelo. Marcus is the father to Cassie's 4-year-old daughter, Sailor. He lives in the Panama City Beach, Florida area. He does have previous DV allegations from Cassie. At the time of her disappearance, he was driving a black 4-door Chevy truck. That truck was pulling a 30-foot blue trailer with a converted living space. So the picture on the right, it has the door on the side of that, and then the back side of the trailer, the door is the complete width and height of the trailer itself. He is a Brazilian national. He still has family living in Brazil, as well as his mother lives there, and he has threatened to take their daughter out of the country prior to this. Now, as I was filming this evening around 5 p.m., Marcus has been arrested in connection to Cassie's disappearance. He was arrested in Lebanon, Tennessee by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations and the Tennessee Highway Patrol. He's being held on the following charges: tampering with evidence, giving false information concerning a missing persons investigation, destruction of evidence. The case remains an active investigation. They are being cautious as to the information they release due to the sensitivity of the case, and search efforts for Cassie Carli remain underway still. The mutual child, Sailor, is still safe, according to the sheriff's office. So a timeline of events: on Sunday, March 27th, Marcus had arranged to meet with Cassie at Juana's Boat Ramp, Juana's Pagoda, in Navarro Beach, Florida, to drop off their daughter after his weekend custody visit. And according to Cassie's family, they didn't typically meet at this place, and they're unsure why he chose it, possibly because it was closer to where Cassie and their daughter Sailor live. There had been ongoing custody issues for years between the two, Cassie and Marcus. So around 6:25 p.m. Sunday evening, a witness says they saw a truck and trailer pull into the lot and then back into a parking spot. Now this would be Marcus's truck and 30-foot trailer. Somewhere between 6:35 6:40 p.m., that same witness says that they then saw Cassie arrive in her gray Toyota car and walk up to the truck. They said the two walked to the rear of the trailer and couldn't be seen. A short time later, the witness saw someone walk back to Cassie's car and turn the lights off. Marcus then got into his truck and pulled out of the parking lot. Cassie was not seen leaving the parking lot. And this photo is of Marcus's truck as it's seen leaving Navarro Beach, headed in the direction of Destin. So Cassie and her daughter Sailor live 100% of the time with Cassie's father. And Cassie's father began to get worried Sunday evening when Cassie hadn't returned. And so at approximately 10 p.m., he says, Cassie, I'm trying to call you. What's going on? I'm freaking out. Cass, call me as soon as you get this message. And then allegedly Cassie responds saying that she's having phone and car trouble. She says, I'm sorry, car was acting up and I broke my phone. Marcus is working on it. I will stay at his place tonight. He is paying me money to do some stuff around the house. And the dad asks, are you in PCB, meaning Panama City Beach, Florida? And she says, no, the screen is jumping all over the place. Let me see if he can get this fixed and I'll call you. Dad says, I'm going to sleep. I just needed to know my girls were all right. And then Monday, Cassie's father reports her and her daughter, Sailor, missing to authorities. And he sends her another text saying, where are you at, Sister Sledge? Now, her family was very leery of those text messages as they didn't think that that sounded like Cassie at all. So on Monday around 2:32 in the afternoon, a witness photographs Cassie's car behind Juana's Pagoda, and the car is there all by itself. And then Tuesday, March 29th, Cassie's sister, Rayanne, messages Marcus, and she says, is Sailor with you? Please, Marcus. This is not like my sister. She's been doing great and was supposed to start a new job. I hope you will at least cooperate with the police. Let them know you have Sailor. She is now a missing person. And Marcus responds, Sailor is with me. She wanted to be dropped off in the middle of nowhere in Destin with Sailor. I told her I wouldn't let Sailor go like that, to give me an address and I'd take them to it. Yeah, cops already called me and might call again for more questions. If they do, I will. Apparently everybody will be asking me that, so I'll just copy and paste what I told your father. And on Tuesday, March 29th, Cassie's father tries calling Marcus numerous times, and Marcus doesn't answer the phone. However, at some point, Marcus did respond via text message. And he says to Cassie's dad, why you keep calling me? Dad says, I haven't heard from Cassie. Is she with you? Marcus says, no, she was out of her mind last night. First with her car not working right, then said her phone had an issue and asked me to see if I could fix. As I'm trying to see what's wrong with, she keep getting mad like I was trying to look at her text messages. Then asked for a ride home. And as we're getting close, she changed her mind because you would flip out if you see her like that. Then asked me to drop her off at, I don't know, Stacy, I think, but don't want to tell me where the place is because I could go after Stacy. And asked me to just drop her off in the middle of nowhere in Destin that late in night with Sailor. I told her I wouldn't let Sailor go like that, and she flipped out, and I left with Sailor. If she wants Sailor back next weekend, she will have to drive to me. And Dad says, well, Stacy moved to Alabama a while ago. Cassie would never have you drop her off anywhere. Is her car at your house? Now, it's worth noting that Cassie has always told her family that she is very fearful of Marcus and that if anything ever happened to her, Marcus did it. So Marcus responds to the dad and says, I'm not good with names. I'm not sure if it was Stacy. Either way, she didn't want to give me an address of a place to drop her and Sailor off. Why would her car be at my house? And Cassie's dad says, where did you exchange Sailor? Where is her car? Marcus says, Navarra. On Tuesday, March 29th,
Fort Walton, Navarre area.
Cassie's friend Sam posts a video
even be friends with him on
making
Facebook.
a plea to her for her friend.
He drives a large dually, black or navy blue in color, and usually pulls a white enclosed trailer behind it. Yesterday at 7 p.m. they were scheduled to meet in Navarre so that Cassie could pick up her daughter. Cassie never came home. her father received a text message from her 3 hours later stating that she was having car trouble and that her cell phone was dying. Cassie never came home. This morning, her father received a text message from Marcus Spanevelo stating that Cassie had started going crazy and that he was bringing her to my house. Cassie was never brought to my house. His story has since changed multiple times. Santa Rosa County deputies, Sheriff's Office has been alerted. Okaloosa County has been alerted, and all the surrounding areas. There's an active search now for Cassie Carli. And her child, Sailor. Cassie drives a Nissan Verenza. It's gray. The police have been unable to locate her vehicle. They have been unable to locate Marcus Spanevelo. I'm going to post photos in the comments. If I knew how to do it live, I would. Of Cassie and of Sailor. I do not have a photo of her vehicle. Please just Google Nissan Verenza and be on the lookout for her vehicle. Be on the lookout for a large dually truck pulling a white trailer. Based on the text message sent by Marcus Spanevelo and the fake text message sent by Cassie, we believe that Cassie is in serious danger. There have been texts and messages seen on Facebook. Marcus is from Brazil, and we believe he is trying to leave the country with Sailor. We also believe that he has done serious harm to Cassie. Please share this video. Please be looking for Cassie and Sailor. They were supposed to meet at Iguanas in Navarre yesterday. If you work there, if you know someone who works there, ask them, share her photo. Ask them if they saw her yesterday at 7 p.m. Ask them if they saw her vehicle yesterday around 7 p.m. There is a good chance that at that meeting, the worst happened to Cassie. And he disposed of her vehicle. If you know anyone who drives for Uber or Lyft, ask them, did they pick up a 30-something-year-old male traveling with a blonde 4-year-old little girl? Any information you have, please notify Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Department or Okaloosa County Sheriff's Department. Again, please share this vehicle. I can't think. I'm sorry. Share this video. Share her photos. I'm going to make the post public. I'll make the photos public. And I need your help.
Absolutely heartbreaking. So Tuesday, March 29th, Cassie's car is recovered by Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office, and it is recovered there at Navarre Beach. And in it, they do find Cassie's purse containing her cell phone. Her friends begin to search the immediate area almost immediately. On Wednesday, March 30th, Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office publicly states that Sailor, the little girl, has been safely located. However, Cassie's mother makes a Facebook post saying, sadly to say that my daughter Cassie has not been located, but yes, they have found my grandbaby if you call safe. She is in the hands of her sperm donor. Wow, just wow, the last person to see her. And Cassie's father, Andrew Carli, requests emergency temporary custody of Sailor, and it is unfortunately denied at that time. And again to note, Cassie and Sailor live with Andrew 100% of the time. Wednesday, March 30th, we later learned that Marcus was then interviewed by 3 detectives. He is actually in Alabama for a work project, and Sailor was found with him. Alabama Child Services was called in, and as of March 31st, Sailor was with ACS. JB from WFLA tweets, to follow up on that last tweet, Cassie's 4-year-old daughter is with Alabama Child Services. On Thursday, March 31st, the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office holds a press conference at 3 p.m.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for coming. We're going to talk about a missing persons case today. A Navarre woman, Cassie Carli, 37 years of age, was last seen Sunday the 27th behind Juana's Pagoda in the parking lot. She was there to meet Marcus Spanevelo, who I think who also has his photograph as well. They have a child in common, a 3-year-old girl. They met there to do a child exchange. That was the last time that we know of that Cassie was seen. The next day, Monday the 28th, about midday, we received a call from Cassie's father reporting her missing. The next day, Tuesday the 29th, we find Cassie's car behind Juana's Pagoda. And what we found concerning was, inside that car was Cassie's purse. And as you know, most women don't leave their purse behind when they go somewhere. So that caused us a little concern. Then, Wednesday the 30th, we located Marcus in Birmingham, Alabama. 3 detectives from Santa Rosa County drove up there to interview him. They made contact with him and also with Sailor, the daughter. And they called out Alabama Child Services, who checked over the girl, and that was that for that part. So they interviewed him. And came back here. Right now, we're currently in several different, I guess you could say, phases of this investigation, but we would like to thank Ocaluso, Walton, and BSO for their assistance, as well as FDLE and the FBI. Currently, like I said, it's an ongoing investigation, so I don't know how many questions I can answer, but feel free to ask me what you want to. Yes, ma'am.
Are there any specific spots that you are searching right now, or any specific efforts that you can share with us?
Not at this time. I can say the search is ongoing, but I can't tell you any certain locations.
Can you confirm whether the search is beyond Santa Rosa County?
Yes. Yes.
Can you give us any information about why some of the people involved in the search went to Freeport yesterday?
I don't know the answer to that one.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't assume that.
No, it was the community list.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
We've talked to friends and family who all point their fingers toward Marcus when it comes to information that can lead to finding Cassie, and they believe he may know something about her disappearance. Do you feel like that's a fair statement?
Well, I can say it's an ongoing investigation, and he was the last one to see her that we're aware of. So obviously, we are intent on speaking with him again. Yes.
Have any restrictions been put on him about leaving where he's at or the country?
Not fast. Yes.
Can you give us any sort of insight into what his story of events were when you interviewed him?
No.
Is there anything beyond just the purse being with the vehicle that leads you to believe that she didn't just walk off on her own? That you can tell.
Yeah, not that I can speak to right now, but like I said, obviously, I've been married 32 years, and I'll tell you, my wife goes nowhere without a purse. So to think that she just left it there and just walked off is, that's what concerns us.
Did you interview the child, or was there anything from the story about the drop off from the child?
No, we did not interview the child. Now, like I said, Alabama Protective Services responded out, and I can't really comment on what they, yes.
What was his connection to Birmingham? Was he like in the process of leaving, or does he live there, or what?
No, I think he had a job site up there that he works at.
When you say her purse, is that like all of her, like, she left her ID, all that stuff was still in the car, or just a purse?
There were things in the purse we won't comment on, but there's things in the purse that, like I said before, we don't think she would just up and leave.
She was last seen almost 4 days now. Can you speak to whether that's concerning to keep going yet another day with no sign of her?
Oh yeah, it's very concerning. I mean, and we take everything seriously. Missing persons cases, a lot of them, we find the person, everything's fine. But usually you don't go 4 days without hearing from them or them using a credit card or a cell phone or something. And right as of now, we have none of that. So yeah, we're concerned.
So you can confirm that she's had no cell phone or credit card activity since Sunday?
That we're aware of. Yeah. And that's why we have, we didn't just assign a detective. Our entire major crimes unit is working this. So you've got 10 detectives that's pretty much all they're doing right now is trying to locate Cassie.
At any point, do you think identify a person of interest in her disappearance as continuing?
Well, yeah, definitely. If we develop a lead or we develop information that points to a person solid, yeah, we'll have another press conference without a doubt. Yes.
How many witnesses were you guys interviewed? Wow.
Really not a whole lot of persons witnesses.
So I would say 5 or 6 right now. Because when you start talking about witnesses, they meet by themselves together in the parking lot to do a job exchange.
Is it typical to get major crimes in on the first 1 days of missing person?
It is when certain things pop up, like you find a person car. I mean, that worries us. So yeah. Yes.
Have you all had any luck with surveillance video or anything in that area? I know it's out on the beach.
Yeah, we have. We've seen a bunch of video. The problem we have with some of it is, it's getting dark and that kind of thing. So we're still examining video. So yes.
You said that you're concerned and worried. Can you speak to, are you specifically concerned that it's possible kidnapping or any other, like be in danger?
Well, when we look at this, we consider her missing, endangered. In other words, we don't know what happened to her. We don't have any evidence specifically pointing to a homicide or abduction or any of those. We just know that the way she has gone missing concerns us greatly.
And you said that, by the other question, that the search is going outside of Santa Rosa County. You said that it is going outside of the state.
Yes. I'm not willing to comment on what I believe. It doesn't really matter what I believe. I mean, evidence is what we go on. Right now, we don't have enough evidence to determine if she's alive or if she's.
Did you call the FBI to get involved, or did they volunteer? How did that?
They volunteered.
And where did you go from there?
They'll be examining evidence for us, certain types of evidence that we don't have the capability of looking into. They'll take that. FDLE, same way. We have certain software programs and things we don't have that they do. Hopefully they can help us. Yes, ma'am. We're not going to comment on that, but yeah, we do have it. Yes. Anything else? Okay, thanks very much. Oh, and before we go, Crime Stoppers, thank you, Rick. 850-437-STOP. If anybody out there has any information about Cassie and her whereabouts, and you may not think it's a big deal to you, but if you give us some information to these detectives, it may be the thing that breaks the case. So if you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. You're totally anonymous, and you can get a reward. So thank you very much.
So the key takeaway points from the press conference: at that time, Marcus had not been publicly identified as a subject. He had only been questioned. And they said that they would now like to question him again. We now know that they probably didn't question him again. They found whatever evidence to take him into custody this afternoon. Their daughter, Sailor, has not been questioned. The search is not limited to Santa Rosa County, and it is extended to outside of the state of Florida. No cell phone, credit card, technology, etc. has been used since Sunday of Cassie's. There is some surveillance video, but at the time it was getting dark, and the sheriff wouldn't comment on her car and if it was truly having problems. The FBI and state of Florida are both announced in the search.
We feel like they're working really hard, and they're protecting whatever information that they may have, because it's in the best interest of finding Cassie right away and prosecuting whoever's responsible for this disappearance.
I have a lot of questions to ask in the next few minutes. I know you guys have to go resume search efforts. You have places to be, and you're taking time out of your day to join us. And again, the reason that the family is here, folks, and friends of Cassie is here, is for a very specific reason: to get the share count up on social media and to increase exposure. Again, looking for the missing mother out of Navarre Beach, 37-year-old Cassie Carli. I want to hone in on the phone for just another second, because Cassie's father received text messages from Cassie's phone. I think it was at some point that night, and that was, I think that was a bit alarming to the entire family. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you told me that was alarming to the entire family, correct?
Yes. The text messages my father received from my sister's phone were nothing of typical speak my sister would have said, especially the claims of car and phone troubles at the same time. She would have walked to the nearest gas station if she had to before getting Marcus for any type of help in a situation like that.
Something else I've looked at with these text messages recently is, if you look at the way the punctuation is and the verbiage, he slips up, I believe, in some of these text messages and leaves out words like he typically does in his own text messages. It sounds like him.
And I want to just backtrack for our audience, because I know you guys have been talking about this so much, but what you are saying is that you do not believe that the text messages about the car being broken down, those text messages that went from Cassie's phone to the phone of her father, were not sent by Cassie and was sent.
We do not believe that those messages were sent by Cassie.
And who do you believe sent them?
Marcus.
She's the last person to see her alive.
She's been telling me for the last 2 years that this dude has been threatening her. He's put the gun out. She's worried. She's never wanted me to come around. And she's always said, if something happens to me, it's him. And
Cassie wouldn't leave her daughter. The minute I knew that
So on Friday, April 1st, Escambia Search and Rescue launched its boat into the Santa Rosa Sound and used its technology to search the water for anything suspicious. The focus was on areas around the docks, but search area extended from Destin to Navarre. Santa Rosa County Sheriff Bob Johnson said there are few witnesses in this case. And today, Saturday, April 2nd, Cassie's brother and sister make an appeal to the public to help search. They are also requesting dash cam footage that could lead them in the right direction.
Hey guys, we're waiting for y'all to get in here. See what water tower is. go ahead. We're here, y'all. Tony and I, brother and sister, here, searching for our sister. We're here at the search party headquarters. You can see the water tower right there by us. We got the bar beach. We got, yes, we have the blue tents, or the blue tent right there with all kinds of water and everything. You can see right here, the parking lot, there is Juana's. Right there, we have Juana's. That is where Cassie's car was last seen at, the exchange drop-off location. So we are here, still getting everyone gathered. We're going to set out on foot shortly. If anyone is in the Panhandle area, if you guys can make your way here to Navarre Beach, once again, we've got the blue tent right there is the meeting headquarters, and everyone is getting grouped up. You just have to sign in with General Greg. He'll give you a good debriefing of where we're going to set out for the day. We're going to cover some grounds. Where are we covering today?
It's going to be a long 98. We'll fill you in. We just need more people. We need as much help as we can get right now.
Yes. We do. We have been in touch with
everybody who knows Cassie. They know something is going on.
We have to find her, and as I was saying, yeah, our search location today is going to be mainly between Navarre and Destin again. But we have boats in the water, we've got jet skis.
We're working our way from Navarre to my city because that's where his residence is. Yeah. And then if we have to go from there to
Alabama, we are making our way.
We're following any possible route that we could take, and we're starting from the one she was left at. So
also,
all the help we can get, please.
Yes, and also we need dash cam footage. 81 that was traveling between Florida to Alabama, anywhere between Navarre, Florida to Birmingham, Alabama on March 27th, Sunday, till March 28th, Monday. Between those 2 days, if you were traveling down 85 and 85, we need your dash cam footage.
His truck was a black truck, and the back was a travel trailer, a
30-foot long,
big black travel trailer. You couldn't miss it. Big black travel trailer, closed in, side doors. It's got a little bit of crawling. We probably kept it clean.
Yeah, I'll post some pictures of that in a minute. I'm going to be going live off and on all day, trying to give updates. But yes, dash cam footage, if anyone was traveling around that area, if you were just taking pictures of the sunset, we don't care. You never know what can help bring clues to where Cassie is last been. I mean, we do know, let me say that. We do know, like I said, we're in the last location, right there. Over there is where Cassie's car was found. That's where the exchange drop-off was. So we are basing, the home search party here. We do know that they were both in this parking lot. We don't know the exact circumstances of the exchange. We still don't know if Sailor was around. We don't know how he coaxed her into his vehicle or whatnot, any specific details on that. But all we know is that Cassie was last seen in this parking lot with Marcus Spanevelo. And we know he has something to do with this as well. But right now,
she's been telling me since before I got out. And if she said anything ever happened to her, she told me it was him.
Yep. And we are going to get justice for our sister. We know they have an eye. We know they have an eye on Marcus. So our concern right now, our number one priority though, yes, that is our priority. We have eyes on Marcus. Law enforcement is keeping an eye on him. Sailor should be returned with us. Hopefully within 24 hours, she is with DCF, Child Protective Services, not with him anymore. So Sailor is coming to us. Right now we need to find Cassie. She is somewhere out there, y'all. I know she is. She's waiting for us to bring her back to us comfortably. So if anyone and everyone would please come out here and help find my sister. Thank you guys. I hope you live shortly again. Thanks for all your prayers and continued support. The GoFundMe link is also posted in my profile just to help with the volunteer stuff. And Of course, you know, the family bereavement got flights and whatnot. Anything will help. The prayers are most important. And support. If y'all can be here, come here. We're right next to the water tower. Blue tent. I'll go live shortly again, you guys. What time is it? It's 11:30 here. I'm gonna go live again about 1 p.m. 1 p.m. I'll be going live again, y'all. Thanks. I see all your comments too. Thanks, guys. I love you. I'll see y'all at 1 p.m. I'll be going live again. Come to the bar if you can.
So tourists that were in the area the day that Cassie went missing have been submitting photos that they took. And these two photos to the right show Marcus's truck and trailer without Cassie's car in front of where she had parked. And then also Cassie's car there after Marcus had left. So that top picture is Cassie's car, and you can see the big area in front of that is where his truck and trailer actually would have been. So it's like he got there first, he backed in, and she pulled up with the fronts of the vehicles facing each other. Now, family and friends are asking for more sunset and or aerial view photos from the following areas on March 27th to be sent in as tips. And the photo to the right shows those areas and the photos that they're looking for. Brassards, I think I pronounced that right. Summer Wind, Navarra Beach Condos, Condos Gulf Coast, Navarra Beach Causeway. If anybody was there during those times and you took photos, please send them in. You never know what might be in those photos. Cassie's friends and family continue to search daily, all day for her. They have made public pleas for more searchers. Their headquarters is at the water tower in Navarra Beach. Look for the blue tents set up. They do have a official family page, and that is the page on Facebook is Missing Mom from Navarro, Florida, Cassie Carli. And the picture to the right is just something that I found a friend of hers had written. I thought it was a wonderful tribute to her friend. And it says, Cassie Carli is an amazing woman. In spite of facing deep trauma and life events that would cripple most people, she stood as a tower of joy, light, and laughter. I've seen her laugh through pain and rejoice in the smallest of victories. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. She's a hero. She is the kind of mommy that every woman should strive to be. Cassie never went anywhere without Sailor. She loved spending every moment with her. A GNO for Cassie was chocolate milk and cookie kisses. A spa day was nails painted by Sailor, with hopes there was enough polish remover to reach her elbows, and makeup tutorials with eyebrows worse than mine. Cassie is amazing. So the reward has now increased to $8,000 for any information related to the closure of this case. And that's according to her friend Sam's Facebook page. Drones, boats, jet skis, and boots on the ground are being utilized. And also, I want to make a point, there is only one official GoFundMe. As we all know, many times, unfortunately, scammers get involved. So the GoFundMe actually is Help A Bring Cassie Home. And that's the picture at the top. The picture on the right is the official missing persons poster for Cassie. Also today, there was a body found in Navarra behind the Winn-Dixie, but it's a male. Santa Rosa law enforcement has said there is no relation to Cassie Carli case. And I just want to make it clear because rumors spread like wildfire. So I really appreciate you all watching this. I appreciate your likes, your comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And there's a few ways that I'd like to ask for your help in supporting my channel. One of those is through PayPal. Like, sharing, and subscribing. Venmo is CrimewAtch. CashApp is CrimewAtch26. I also make books like these to the right, coloring books, log books, things like that, and I do sell those on Amazon. So if you don't mind, please check those out. I have a very cool Stoner Chicks coloring book, and I just came out with an Easter coloring book for kids ages 1 to 5. And there's also an adorable baby's daily logbook and a few others. But you can find all of those on Amazon, and you can type in the author name Carrie Moody and it would pull up all those books. So your purchases also help to support the channel. I try to only bring you the facts, drama free. Thanks again, you guys. I appreciate you so much. Talk to you soon.